Hey friend, I'm Brandon Gustafson. I help beginners like you launch their assisted living business in the next 12 months. Excited to have you with me today for this video. We're going to be talking about the basics of starting an assisted living facility in 2025. So if you need some help with that and you're really interested in assisted living, make sure you stick around for today's video. Hey friend, welcome to Assisted Living Investing. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the basics of starting an assisted living business in 2025. Happy New Year. We're here. It's 2025. We made it. But if you are looking at this, you've been thinking about assisted living, you're like, I want to figure out how to do this, but you're not sure how to get started. If that's you, this video is for you. And if you need help along the way, make sure you grab the free underwriting calculator, assistedlivinginvesting.net/calculator, or just go to the website, assistedlivinginvesting.net, and it will pop up and you get that free calculator. Now, let's get into today's video. So when it comes to starting an assisted living business, what I have found is there's 5 phases that really kind of set you up for making some progress. I've talked about this a ton in a lot of my past videos. So try to link something up above that can help you out through that process or help you understand exactly what that entails. But we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into those 5 phases here in today's video. The reason why I say there's this 5-phase process is it really helps you see that it's manageable, that you can start this business and you can make some good progress. I talk to so many of you, and what I hear is, I don't know how to get started. I don't even know where to start. Do I do this thing first? Do I do that thing? And oftentimes what I find is you're skipping one of the most important steps. And we're going to link a video up above of where I talk specifically about building a business foundation, but I want to touch on that briefly. Building your business foundation is the step that everybody else skips. And it's probably the most crucial part. If you think about goal setting, what you find is you spend time setting goals. And when you spend that time setting those goals and you put those down on paper, it really allows you to make some progress. I'm going to use a football example. If you go back to the year 2023 for the NFL season, Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is a wide receiver for the Detroit Lions, he had these goals, and he said, I wanted to get 1,500 yards for the season, and I wanted to have 10 touchdowns. By the end of the season, he did that. He had 1,515 yards and 10 touchdowns. He did exactly what he wanted to do. Now, what was crazy about that, though, is he had torn his oblique. Like the muscle wasn't even attached to the bone anymore. And he played almost the entire season that way. But he had this goal. He had written it down. He looked at it every single game before he started playing. And that is what allowed him to get the drive to reach his goal. When we set those goals and we have something written down, it's empowering. It allows us to make really good progress. This is why the business foundation is such a crucial part of what you're trying to do with your business. You need to write a business plan. You need to do the underwriting. You need to make sure it works from a financial perspective. And when you do those things and you know which market you're going to be in and you have this foundation that's built, it allows you to run. It allows you to really make some good progress. Whereas if you just jump in and you're just like trying to grab things and try to put it all together, it doesn't work. Like, trust me, I've done it that way. So much more confusing. I bought 2 facilities. My first one, I was just grabbing stuff. I was trying to figure it out on my own, trying to figure it out. We got it done. It was fine. But the second time, I built that business plan. I built that foundation, and having that in place allowed us to go a lot faster, get profitable a lot more quickly, and be in a spot that is frankly a better market for us. And those types of things is when you build that foundation and you really prioritize doing that and getting really firm on what you want to do, it makes everything go more smoothly. So that's phase 1. You have to do it. So I hope that really resonates with you. If it does, make sure you give a thumbs up, like this video, because it's going to help other people see this, because it is so important. If you want some help going through that process, you can apply to my mastermind program. Just go to alimastermind.com, do that, or check out the Business Foundation Basics course, assistedlivinginvesting.net/BFB. It's a really simple way to get in and start working on building out your business plan. Phase 2 is all about getting the right property. And this is not just like, I know I have this house, I want to get it ready. You have to do zoning, fire department, you want to get that certificate of occupancy. There's a few things that kind of go into this. Phases 2, 3, and 4 of what I teach, they all kind of come together and happen a lot at the same time. But phase 2 is getting the property, because you cannot do this type of a business if you don't have the property. Now, this could be something like you're buying an existing facility. It could be you have a house that you're going to renovate. It could be you're going to build something from the ground up. Maybe you want to rent from somebody. There's a lot of ways to get into this, but you have to have the property. So that's phase 2. Phase 3 is all about funding. This is the other thing that I hear from people all the time. I don't know funding, like I don't know how much I need. I don't know what that process is going to look like, how it's going to work. And what I want to tell you is funding it can be confusing. You're going to get told no a ton. You really will. But you can make it through all of this, and you can be successful. You can find funding. A lot of what I teach is SBA funding. I've done 3 SBA deals, over $1.5 million in SBA funding. So I'm very familiar with what SBA is, how it works, and how to leverage that. But you want to make sure that you are doing that, you are finding opportunities that are out there. And it really comes back to that business foundation. It comes back to building that business plan, because when you do that and lenders see that you've built that foundation, you have the underwriting, it makes sense there, and you have a solid deal, they're so much more likely to work with you. There's a lot of options when it comes to funding. You can go the SBA route, which I've done. There's private money. You can go with commercial, other types of business loans. There's conventional mortgages. There's a lot of ways to get into this, but it does all come back to building that business foundation. And when you have that, you're ready to go. If you would like to learn a little bit more about funding, type in funding down below and then tell me what you want to know more about. Is it the types of loans that are available? Is it how much you need as a down payment? Type those things down below, because I can create some videos that are specific to that. So make sure you are subscribing and ringing the bell so you get notified when I put out this content, especially if you comment, because I'm going to answer your question. I promise I will. All right, the 4th phase here is rules and regulations. So when you are working in assisted living, there's a lot that goes into it. It's healthcare. Healthcare is confusing. There's a lot that goes into the healthcare industry, and you have to deal with that when you are doing assisted living. There's rules and regulations you have to be familiar with. I was just helping somebody in the mastermind program, and we were looking at the different rules that exist in Colorado for the different types of facilities and how you need to go and have those conversations. So if that's something that you feel like would help you out, then go ahead and apply to the mastermind, alimastermind.com. Would love to help you out through that process. But really what it comes down to is you have to understand what those rules and regulations are. You're going to have to build policies and procedures for you, for your facility. And then you're going to have to comply and get the different licenses and things like that. There are unlicensed opportunities out there, but you're still going to need to comply because you're still in the healthcare industry. So there's still going to be a lot that you've got to do to just kind of make sure that you are up to date and following all the different rules and regulations that exist, because you are in a healthcare space. You are serving individuals, and there's a lot that goes into that. So even if you're unlicensed, there's still going to be a lot that goes into it. So that is something that's phase 4. You want to make sure you can navigate all of that and understand exactly what's going on. The best place to start is to search for something like assisted living licensing body in my state, and that's going to tell you who you should be talking to and make things work for you from that standpoint. All right, let's talk about phase 5. So phase 5 is actually, up to this point, you're just working on getting the facility up and running. And then one day it's just going to happen. You're going to have the facility. But then the next day you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, oh crap, now I have a business. Now I actually have to run this facility. I actually have to do a lot of this stuff. And so phase 5 is launching and scaling the business. This is hiring the right people and using the right software and just making sure you have some of those internal policies, how to just really navigate and bring in new residents and marketing plans and all those types of things. A lot of this you're going to build in that business plan phase, but when you get to this part, you're really refining it and trying to find ways to make it run and operate a lot more smoothly so you can be profitable. So this is phase 5, something that a lot of people, they just other coaches will be like, hey, cool, you got it, go on your way, good luck, and you know, if you need help, go hire a consultant over there. I really like to share with you the types of things that I have experienced, the lessons I've learned, the money that I've lost, and how it can really benefit you and help you make some good progress as you're trying to really build your business, build your empire, and maybe add another 2 or 3 facilities to your portfolio so you can serve even more people and have more of a financial impact in your personal life. All right, so to recap this video, we've been talking about how to start an assisted living business in 2025. It all comes down to a 5-phase process. Number 1 is building your business foundation. Number 2 is finding the right property. Number 3 is all about getting the funding. Number 4 is understanding those rules and regulations and everything that goes into that. And number 5 is going to be just launching and scaling the business and getting it up to the point where it's profitable. If you do all 5 of those things, then you're going to be successful. You'll have a nice, profitable business, and you're going to serve a lot of people, and it's going to be great. If you skip out on those, or you're not sure how to do it, and you're just grabbing at straws, it's going to be a lot harder for you. And if you need some help doing that, I'd love to help you out. Check out the mastermind program. Again, it's alimastermind.com, free application. Let me see if I can help you. If I can, I'll send you all the details, and you can decide. Otherwise, keep watching YouTube, like the video, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified. I put out content on a regular basis. We do lives on Tuesdays. We put out content on Thursdays as well to kind of help you out through the process and navigate things and understand exactly what is going on so you can really make some deep progress. So make sure you do all those things so you can get the help that you need. That's what I'm here for. I love helping people. I love coaching people and helping you reach your goals. So if you want to start an assisted living business in 2025, check out the channel, check out the ecosystem and everything that I've got in here to see if it can help you along your path. Does residential assisted living sound interesting to you, but you're not sure how to get started? At Assisted Living Investing, I'm here to help beginners like you launch their business in the next 12 months. Thanks for watching, and I want you to remember as well that it doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. Just keep going step by step by step. And I promise you that if you do and you're consistent and persistent, you are going to be successful. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.